Hey, I think I'm here. I think I'm live. Check, check, check. Looks like my little bouncy meters things are bouncing. Let's see if this works. But this cool. Hi everyone. Welcome to a Saturday live stream, which isn't normally a thing. Oh, there's hold on, I got another thing. I tweeted about it, but I got to make it happen now. Let's see over here, overlay. There we go. Boom. I'm just giving away free stickers today, just because. I figure why not. So yeah, if you scan that, it should take you to a form. I guess I could have put the actual URL too. That would have been helpful. In case you don't have the ability to scan a QR code. Here, I'll put a link in the chat right now. It's only for during the live stream, so it expires at the end. But yeah, if you want a free sticker, just say the word. And this isn't one of those QR codes that like pops up a thing saying somebody scan the QR code, because that like is Restream stuff, and this is just a QR code that goes directly to my site. So, and you can't scan while driving. Oh man, that is true. And Mason, man, of all the times where you're driving, yeah, don't scan, don't try to type while you're driving. Talk to me after. Maybe we can put you in on the back end of that free sticker curve. This will be one of the stickers that you get. I'll just send whatever I have. So we're doing this today because I will be gone tomorrow. It's still not clear how much of tomorrow I will be gone. I'm taking down my exchange daughter's stuff to college, but it's not clear yet if I have to stop in one town and pick her up, or if one of my other daughters is gonna drive her over, because they're all at a bachelorette party this weekend for my middle daughter, who's getting married in October. And yeah, I don't know. There's still some confusion as to exactly how things are playing out. But one way or another, I will not be around during the live stream time tomorrow. So yeah, that's why it's happening today. So if you're here, welcome, and I'm glad you made it. Yeah, congrats to middle daughter Lydia. Yeah, she's getting married October 7th, I think. If that's a Saturday, that's the day. It's also her birthday today. Today is Lydia's birthday. She's currently at her weekend bachelorette party with her sisters and some friends. So yeah, it's all about Lydia today. So happy birthday, Lydia, and hope you have fun. Hope everybody has fun at the party. And then yeah, tomorrow I'll be driving all over in my truck. I gotta get an oil change today. Ooh. Are places open for oil changes on Saturday? I will have to call around to find out, because I really need to get an oil change before I drive all over the place. Yes, samples and tests. That is the correct spelling for Lydia. So yes, is middle daughter Ohio Linux Fest daughter? Yes. Yes, that is Lydia from the Ohio Linux Fest video years and years ago. She is older now. Is that still on my YouTube channel? I kind of want to find out now. Here, travel with me. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, we're down here. Oh, good. The free sticker overlay is still there. I don't know if I'll be showing any content I shouldn't show. I don't think so. Hold on. Pop this tab off. Shrinkify it down so it'll fit over here. All right. Videos. Would have been videos. Gosh, it would have been really old though. Like back down at the very beginning. Oh dear, what did I do? Oh, like stretch my screen. I don't understand Windows sometimes. All right. Got a weird glare on it, but let's see. Try to do this. 50 per page. It would have been right at the beginning. I guess maybe I should sort it the other way. See if that works. Some of these are going to be unlisted, so I mean, everybody will get to see some unlisted. Oh, the very first video I ever did. It's unlisted. Let's see. Quartet, exciting excitement. Clue for Christmas. Oh, penguin pooper review. Wow, these are all old. And they're unlisted, so I mean it's not like you can go find these. Star Trek mug. Where is it? It's gotta be here somewhere. That is from Penguicon. Oh, there's where I have made a lot of things unlisted, y'all. No. Video blog. It's gotta be here, right? Manic Monday, truck cam. All unlisted. I had a whole nother life that is now unlisted. Wait, did I pass it? No. Oh, that is Lydia and Lizzie. My youngest daughter's playing Guitar Hero. Oh, there it is. All right, the only thing is I don't know if we'll hear sound. Probably not. Wait, I did a browser. Okay, hold on. It's unlisted, but it should still be live. So I'm going to view this on YouTube, but I'm going to pause it. Okay. Get this. Copy that. I think that I made Edge be a source. So let's see.
There's one simple hearing hack anyone can use to improve their hearing almost overnight. Did you know that hearing impairments have nothing to do with your ears? The ears are nothing more than a microphone to the part of the brain responsible for your hearing.
Right? Hopefully.
Here's the problem. No matter what type of hearing aid you use or what treatments you try, you're only treating the symptoms.
Ready? We'll just okay.
Ohio Linux, who can I turn to? You give me software I can hold on to. I know you're not like the others before. Who saw your dollar sign written on the wall? Linux, I got your number. I need to make you mine. Linux, don't change your number. 207-166-192-239. 207-166-192-239. 207-166-192-239. 207-166-192-239. Ohio Linux, baby. OhioLinux.org. Check it out.
Oh, and it's her birthday today too. I hope somebody saw that and let her know that we just played that on the live stream. Hopefully it worked. I saw the audio was kind of loud. Hot mic. Sorry about that. Okay. I missed some stuff. So, yeah. The slash and what follows disappears when I click. Oh no. Wait, the slash and what follows disappears when I click. Northern Chimp, what do you mean? Where is this happening? I'm not sure what. Let me know, because if I did something wrong, that would suck. Like if it's the sticker thing. I mean, I made that QR code. So, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, subathon. I could some unlisted videos. I mean, they're not good videos. There's the reason I unlisted them. Although honestly, if I had to do it over, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't unlist all those old videos, but it was at I don't know, like a year ago, and I was like, no, I got to be like niche down, and if it's not exactly just Linux training, I need to make sure that it's unlisted. It's gonna be a detriment to my channel. But what actually happened is funny. Okay, so if you've ever done YouTube and you like sometimes you get sucked into the data like, oh my gosh, am I good? Am I bad? Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? Oh, let me get that browser back. Anyway, if that's ever been you, back over here, one of the places that you can that you go to is what is it called? Social Blade, I think. So yeah, Social Blade is this site that you can look up your channel. Like, so Sean Powers is my channel, and look, there I am, and all sorts of ads and stuff. But when I unlisted it, let's see, does it still show up as a horrible choice that I made? Let's see. Subscribers. Oh, where did it go? That's views. It was views. Apparently it finally fell off. Oh, it goes back a year. Okay, so it was over a year ago. And the I wonder if you can go back more than a year. Detailed statistics. Oh my gosh. I don't have an ad blocker on this thing. Dang, I guess you can't. I guess you can. Oh well. What I was gonna say is, so if you go, when you look at it, it like shows like you're like, oh, video views, like how many views you have, like, oh, like they're slowly increasing or slowly decreasing or blah blah blah. But when I unlisted all those old videos that have been around since 2007, I lost like 200,000 views at once, and so the chart was forever worthlessly skewed. Right? It was always like, you've done far worse than you've ever done before. Somehow somebody unwatched like 200,000 hours of your videos or video. Yeah, it was crazy. So, in hindsight, not because of that, but in hindsight, I think I would have just left them. Right? I mean, if people want to go see the weirdo that I used to be, like if you haven't been around since the Linux Journal days where I was like public weirdo number one, I mean, yeah, I should have just left it. Maybe I'll unlist them someday. Or yeah, maybe that will be the thing. Whose idea was that? Samples and tests? Yeah, maybe during the subathon at certain thresholds, rather than even share the URL, I will share the URL and then unlist it, relist it, de-unlist it, make it public again. So yeah, maybe that'll be part of the thing. Like, are you ready for a stupid video? There's one, I think it's still live because I got like a takedown notification or something. Thanks, Scott. I'm still public weirdo number one. I got this, like, it wasn't like takedown and it wasn't a strike, but if you look back in my back catalog, I think that there is, why don't we do it together? All right. I'm pretty sure, let's see, how do I go there? If I go to Sean Powers, nope, gotta spell my own name right. Yeah, so I think, and since I'm logged out, it should just show the live videos. Can I sort by oldest? There we go. Oldest videos. All right. Oh yeah, when I was on 15 years ago, when I was on an actual TV show with Leo Laporte. All right. The Floby. Oh, these are the videos I did for Google. But what was I talking about? I was looking up something. Oh, no, it's not. It's unlisted. I don't know why I got a takedown notification then, because it wasn't a takedown notification. Hold on, let's see if I can find the actual email. It was like taste electricity. Nope. YouTube electricity. No, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I don't know. This is pretty early in the live stream for things to go completely off the rails. But here we are. We are completely off the rails. Oh, and I'm not even on the here. Sorry. Oh yeah. Buntu Family Theater. Oh man, I loved that. That's still one of my all-time favorite videos. It's gotta be on there. Actually, I did a revisit. For a while I was doing this thing where I would like look at old Linux Journal videos, and I looked at Buntu Family Theater. If you're a Patreon supporter, this isn't like me selling it, but if you're a Patreon supporter, I think all of those old Linux journal videos are in the digital welcome basket. So, you know, there's a lot of crazy stuff there. But the thing was, it was like see, I thought it was clearly a parody. The I thought it was clearly a parody. The video that they told me it was either, but if it wasn't listed, it was like unmonetized, I guess. I don't even know. All right, let's see. Electricity? Man, what did I call it? Title contains. Oh, it was the battery challenge. That's what it was. It was like when everybody was doing like, oh, this, it's limited. Oh, okay. So, all right, should we watch it again? I don't want to get in trouble for it. It's visible to 18 plus only. That is what they made it age restricted. It was when the cinnamon challenge was coming out. Here, I'll put a link to it. Don't watch it unless you are, well, it won't let you watch it, right? So if I just send a link, we're all safe. So sorry, everybody's probably gone. I was on a different tab. All right, here we go. Then I'll stop. I promise. I'll quit. Anyway, so yeah, that was the battery challenge, and I did it like it's probably 15 years ago or whatever. But they just recently, like in the past couple weeks, sent me an email that it was now age restricted. I don't even know if it was public. I thought it was unlisted, but anyway, there it is. If you want to see the battery challenge, they got age restricted. Bunch of Filming Theaters, awesome. Yeah, Emo Bunchu was great. I agree. That was such a fun video. Really messing up our pseudo file. Is this a true life story, Scott? Have you messed up a pseudo file? Because I know a guy who recommends that you do not edit that file directly. But yeah, I mean, messing up a pseudo file. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Was it bad enough that did you use PK exec to edit it again? Because I mean, you know, that's what the last video that I created literally said to do. And I don't know that I've ever been in a situation where I had to use PK exec to fix a sudoers file, but I have tried it to make sure that it worked. And so I did it. I just don't know that it was like out of necessity. Oh, distro hopped. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I guess that's, yeah. Let's see. I haven't had any copyright issues. Well, research, like say copyright claim. YouTube just believes them without verifying. So, yes, yes. And I've had some copyright claims. So it's funny. The copyright claims that I've had a couple on when I was doing Water Cooler Wednesday. This is back when I worked at CBT Nuggets. On Wednesdays, sometimes I would just live stream all stinking day, like me doing my job. I don't know how we got that approved, but it was, they went, the company went for it and they said, okay. So I got a couple copyright strikes because of music that was like playing in the background or whatever, but I've gotten quite a few copyright strikes on my bird cam. Because it's in the backyard, and like if I'm out grilling, I have a Sonos speaker out there, and I will play music while I'm grilling or something, and it's loud enough in the backyard that the bird camera picks it up and puts it on the live stream, and then it will be in the archive footage. And so a lot of my archive footage things that have been put up are demonetized, but my Birdtopia channel isn't even remotely close to being monetized. So it's like a moot point. But those are the copyright strikes that copyright claims that I've gotten. Copyright strikes are something I've never gotten a copyright strike. I don't know what you have to do to get a copyright strike. Because usually if you just put somebody else's music in there, it'll get automatically claimed and then you lose monetization, or they can put ads on top of your video. So that's, but as far as a strike, I don't even know what you'd have to do to get a strike. Usually most companies have just the auto, filter thing where they sense their own music and then they'll put a claim. So a claim and a strike, I'm gonna have to Google that to see like what the difference is. Neil. So Neil is the fiance of the daughter who is at her bachelorette party currently having a birthday. So Neil, I hope you're having fun. You're kind of just doing your own thing this weekend. But yeah. I hope you're having a great day too. Scott says you could put a switch on your Sonos that when it is playing the music, it mutes the mic on the bird cam. Okay, so oh man, I'm gonna write that down because while a switch, I don't know about, but Sonos is there's an integration in Home Assistant for Sonos speakers, which I've never ever actually really used. But no, that's not true. Did I tell a story about scaring the crap out of my brother-in-law once? Hold on, Sonos automation bird cam. Okay, maybe I'll do that someday. But what I could do though is when the backyard speaker is playing, that could be a trigger in an automation on Home Assistant that would then send some sort of I'd have to figure out what it could do, but you can trigger with a webhook some like bash scripts. I do that on some things where I set up a web script with PHP, and then I use a webhook in Home Assistant to actually like hit that URL, which then triggers a script to do stuff. That's how I switch sources on BirdCam when I had more than one BirdCam running. So it would switch when motion was detected, but I could do that. So if I turn on the back speaker, it could mute the audio. So yeah, that's a good idea. But oh, you didn't mean a physical switch. Yeah, that would probably work. I have to figure out how to mute it. Well, I guess I could just with OBS, I could just use OBS CLI and mute a source while it was playing. So yeah, I could absolutely do that. So yeah, perfect. That's a really good idea. A really good video for my channel. That is true. Oh, that actually brings me to what I wanted to talk about at the very beginning. And then here we're already like a third of the way done and I haven't talked about anything but silliness. Let's see. Did I answer? Did it leave anything unanswered? Let me look back. Oh, Neil's at work. At work. I mean, I am too, right? Because this is the job I hope to do someday forever. But yeah. Remember to unmute when you're done. Yeah. So remember to unmute when I'm done. That could be another trigger. So the nice thing about Home Assistant is it's event based. So the event of a speaker going from not playing to playing could be the trigger for it on. And then the trigger from playing to not playing could be the trigger to put it back. Assuming that I, thinking through the logic there, but yeah, that would be a fun automation. I'll have to think through that and maybe make that happen. But yeah, so a really good video for my channel. And this got me thinking. So I was thinking earlier this week, that right now my channel is so much Linux Plus because I really want to get the stinking course done, right? I'm not sick of Linux. I'm not sick of Linux Plus. I'm sick of making the Linux Plus course. That's not even true. I'm sick of the Linux Plus course not being complete for people. That's what I'm sick of. And so I've just been, all my videos have mostly been on that. And so, but I was thinking I have to make sure that video content I create is not all cert based. And here's why. Here's my thought. And I mean, interject, please. If you think I'm off my rocker, I mean, more than normal. If most of the videos on my channel are cert based, somebody will come and watch the videos. And even if they love the videos and think, Sean, you're a good teacher, which that's great. I'm so happy. Once they take the exam and move on, there's really not a reason to stick around nerdlingdom. I mean, if it's all about certs, and not everybody, I mean, there's more stuff I do, but anyway, my point there is that I really do have to make sure that I have videos that are not just, this is objective this is objective that. And I did that a while ago. I mean, like there's like the SSH playlist and like the bash playlist. They're not cert prep. I've just been doing so much of the Linux Plus cert prep that I not worry. I want to make my channel a long-term positive for people, including myself, right? I mean, I want to do other stuff too. So I've always talked about like, I want to do projects and record it, but I think I should really up the importance of that in my mind. Because the channel needs to be more than cert prep because I mean, you can go to a college and love it, but after you graduate you don't hang out at the college usually. And so it needs to be something that provides interest for people who would have enjoyed that course and taken it, but are no longer taking the course. So yeah, that's something that I've been thinking about just this week. I don't know why it occurred to me. Like, hey, why would anybody ever stay after they, take the exam? So I want to make something that's worth sticking around for. On that similar vein, it's like the segue show. Sam, I found you on YouTube after seeing you on CBT Nuggets. Oh, cool. I always remember Ansible vids. Oh, I love Ansible. You're a cloud engineer now. Congrats, Sam. That's awesome. I really like Ansible. I did Puppet. I did a Puppet course. I did a Chef course, and then I did an Ansible course. And I was not looking forward to doing Ansible, because while Puppet and Chef were both cool, I didn't love using them. And then Ansible was just a breath of fresh air. I just stinking love Ansible. It was like if Puppet and Chef were made for system administrators, because it was so much more, it thinks so much more the way a sysadmin does than a developer, if that makes sense. So yeah, I love Ansible. Sorry, this isn't all about like, oh, you should use Ansible. But anyway, yeah, that's awesome, Sam. Welcome. I'm glad you find me. Oh, this is my sister. Hello, Mary. This is random, but what is a light thing in the background that looks like bouncing balls in a tube? I have no idea what you're talking about. Bouncing balls? I don't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing. Let me look. I don't see anything back there, Mary. I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's a light strip with that is on a little circuit board and what is the letters? 8266, something 8266, the tiny little Arduino board. Anyway, and it's connected to a light strip, like LED strip, and it's in a tiny little channel. I could do a build project on it. Oh, and that would be a great video. Mary is not responsible for a video. Let's see. Build project of bouncy balls. And you know what? Your boys could totally do it. It's a thing that is not so difficult that they wouldn't be able to accomplish it. It's totally manageable. So yeah, I will do that. Thank you, Mary, for that idea, and I will explain. But yeah, it's an open source software package that runs on a tiny little board, and that tiny little board, you just connect wires from the lights, and then you can program it to do all sorts of different things. The bouncing ball effect is my favorite effect, but there's all sorts of things. You can make like walls of them that like chase, and I think you can even do speakers so that they like respond to like audio. So let's go do 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 if you want. Yeah, I could even like maybe see now I'm all thinking I'm Mark Rober, right? I'm like, I'll make kits. We'll call it Nerd Labs instead of Crunch Labs. But no, it'd be fun. Yeah, I'll make a video about it and get parts list and everything. Yeah, it'd be super cool. ESP8266. Thank you, fellow Nerdling Scott. Yeah, I couldn't think of the letters. It's an ESP8266 board, the cheapest of the tiny little Arduino boards. All right. Yeah, I missed stuff. Let's see. Have I thought about streaming more on Twitch? Yes. Here's the issue with Twitch. You're not allowed to simulcast. That's not the right word. I made that word up. I almost said the actual word. You're not allowed to stream at the same time on Twitch and anything else. If you are a partner or not even a partner, an associate. I think we talked about this last week. I don't think you were here, Scott. I think you were unavailable during the live stream last week, but we talked about it briefly because I do want to, and it makes sense to be an associate on Twitch. So I could do things like get bits, and like if you have Amazon Prime, you could like be a subscriber, and it wouldn't cost you anything to be a subscriber on my Twitch channel if you happen to have Amazon Prime for shipping. And it's so cool, but you're not allowed to do what we're doing right now. And when you are an affiliate. So I haven't figured out how to do that. And yeah, some other people do it, but I don't know the ramifications. Like, do they just do it and hope not to get caught? I mean, I don't want to like skirt the rules and then like one day, like, oh, people have like, subscribed, and all of a sudden like, oh, guess what, Sean, your channel's closed down. I mean, I guess that would, I don't know. So that's the reason, though, that I don't do more stuff there. Because in order to become an affiliate, I would have to stream there more regularly, and I wouldn't mind doing that. Do some live streams during the week. In fact, one of the things I talked about and I mentioned somewhere is maybe that would be like a Patreon bonus, right? Patreon subscribers could see like a Patreon only live stream sometimes where I'm not like teaching anything that is like, so that the stuff I teach is behind a paywall. I never want to do that, but like just silliness, like just watch me work or watch me whatever, as I live stream. I could do that on Twitch and I wouldn't feel bad about that if it was a, Patreon thing only. But yeah, if I wanted to be an affiliate, I'd have to stream more often on Twitch, but I've been procrastinating that because of the whole rules about streaming on multiple platforms. So, Twitch. So yeah, that's my thing about Twitch. I don't know much about Twitch. Pooferstein, cheers, been following you on Linux Plus certified. I'm sticking around. Oh, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that greatly, in fact. So I am going to do my best to make the channel itself more useful for you as well, or more interesting, if not useful. I can't promise usefulness, but hopefully interest stuff. So yeah, I still want to finish the Linux Plus course. And I feel like I'm getting close. Like it seemed like this never-ending list of objectives. But like we're almost done with the security section, and then the rest of it goes pretty quick after that, I think. So there's like light at the end of the tunnel. It's like tiny little bouncing LED lights at the end of the tunnel, but it's there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And samples and tests talking about the objectives. So section 3 is automation and scripting. Oh, I could. That's actually that's a really good thought. So yeah, I could tie in non-Linux Plus videos, into the Linux Plus course. And, in the Linux Plus videos, which will be in that playlist, I could say, and hey, check out, and I would always point to the wrong side first. I would say, and check out, there's a video here about actually doing automation, blah, 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 blah. So that's a good idea too. Hold on. I'm going to write that one down too. Tie-in projects. Wow, that's bad handwriting. To Linux Plus vids. All right. That's another really good idea. I have not tried Terraform. Is Terraform like Ansible? Because there's another one I haven't tried. What is it? So there's Chef, Puppet, Ansible, Salt. I haven't done SaltStack either. I have not done SaltStack, and I've never heard of Terraform. So no, I'll have to look that up. I'll make a note to look it up. Yes, actual note on paper. Look up Terraform. Terraform, was that it? I already forgot what the word was. Terraform, yeah, okay. I'll look that up. Oh, good. Okay, so the video on the bouncing ball thing looks like a good idea. And yeah, I think the D1 boards, I think they would all work fine. In fact, I'm positive. The D1, those are the tiny ESP32 boards, I think. They're all, it does not take much to run those lights. And you don't even need an external power supply if you just use a meter of lights. So this, man, I'm a scatterbrain dude. So this is a meter of addressable lights, and it's the super high density ones. There's like 144 individual LEDs in a meter. And using this, you can power all the LEDs off the USB port. So you don't have to have an external power supply. I tried to up the amperage to make the lights brighter, and I completely burned up an ESP8266. But by default, it's limited to not do that. So I just shot myself in the foot and burned up a board. So you don't have to do that you don't have to worry about that happening unless you go out of your way to do that. So yeah, it's just having a meter long strip like that is pretty awesome. All right. The news came out today that Bram Molinar, the creator of Vim, has passed away. Oh no, that is really sad. Oh, well, Man, it seems like everybody is passing away. That's really depressing. And I mean, this is another sad note. If you've been following me and if you're from CBT Nuggets, Bart Castle passed away about a week ago. So, Cloud Bart on like YouTube and Twitch, and a friend of mine, former coworker, he passed away about a week ago. So yeah, that's heartbreaking too. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of a downcast moment of the podcast or the live stream, but yeah. The Primogen and some other ones do it. Oh, now I've lost the train. What are we talking about here? Primogen and some others do it. I don't know what that is. Can I put a delay on the stream? Am I out of sync? Oh no, am I out of sync, Sam? Sam's asking me to put a delay on the stream. I'm totally talking now. Is that better? Call that analog delay. I'm in sync on Twitch. Okay, I don't know. Sam, let me know what you're talking about there. Maybe no, for Twitch. Oh, to solve it, to solve the thing. Now that's interesting. The only, okay, I understand now what Sam is saying. Could I put a delay on the stream going to Twitch? So like they're not at the same time. It's like the same stream, but it's like in a different timeline. I could. I mean, it would make the interaction less good. I also thought about. I mean, I have multiple computers. I thought having the same, like me doing the same thing, but like a different camera. Like I could stream to Twitch from like a GoPro, like slightly off to the side, so it'd be clearly a different stream. I thought about that, so it wouldn't be the same stream. It would be the same audio, but it would be different video, and I wouldn't even feel like I was really skirting the rules at that point, though. If I had like a separate camera, because it is a separate stream. It's not the same stream. It's the same event, but I mean, I could stream the same event on multiple things, I would think. So anyway, that is a way. In fact, I had forgotten about that. It just made me think of that. I'm gonna have to turn a page. Huh, that's a good problem to have. Multi-cam stream. I wonder if that would satisfy Twitch's stuff. Because yeah, comments would be rough if we just put a delay. Twitch is also putting for content tags on streams. What does that mean? You're an affiliate, and there are definitely a few rules. Okay, Tanuki Zoot. I'm curious, like what kind of contents are on it? Like this is a stream about 12 fish. 12. I don't know. Like that. Like what the content is about. Because that would be interesting. Yeah, you're an affiliate, and there are a few rules. So yeah, I'm curious there. Mohammed, hello. Sorry, I'm behind on comments. Clearly, I am doing well. Yeah, it's weird to do this on a Saturday and it's early, but that's okay. It's still fun. Does that integration require any sharing difficult? Okay, so since I'm behind, I've lost track. What are we talking about here, Tanuki Zoot? The integration require an API key for which? For Sonos? Are we talking about the Sonos thing? Because no, that's just a direct connection to the local Sonos machine, I think. Oh, Terraform's like Ansible for cloud environments. Cool, I'll check that out. Don't I have a digital tablet? I have an iPad. I have some Wacom tablets. Here's the issue. I don't have a centralized, consistent place. If I were to keep notes, I have like when I've started to take digital notes, they like end up in different places and they're never together. And so I don't have a great place. Like I thought, oh, I want to get a super note device. They're like e-ink and you can write on them and stuff. They would always be the same place. But if I'm being honest, I know that I would never keep it with me. So I haven't come up with a great solution for note taking. And so I made notes on paper today because they would be right in front of me. Yeah. So I don't have a good reason that I don't, but I don't. Wow, I am really behind. I'm scrolling through here. Oh, content tags are mostly about calling out adult content. Okay. Oh, content tags to, okay, gotcha. Yeah. And I mean, there's nothing that, apart from that one video on YouTube that got like age restricted, I don't normally do things that would cause a need for content flags. Okay, this clearly made me laugh. Trying to find loopholes. What am I, Rocky Linux? Yeah. Bart was such a good guy. Bart, he was, I mean, from my standpoint, he was new-ish, but yeah, he was such a good guy. I just really love Bart. He was just amazing. Rocketbook Fusion. I don't think I have it here because again, I just put things places. Do I have it? I don't have any of them here. Well, that doesn't bode well. So I have please stand by. Apparently no. So I have a couple Rocketbooks. I have like an like this size, and then I have a tiny one like for my back pocket. And I haven't really used them. I found this. This is from the days of Linux Journal. I don't even know if these. I'm sure that not many of these exist. You can't buy them. But what an awesome thing! I cannot believe that we got away with this in Linux Journal, making these. May the source be with you stuff. Anyway, yeah, I have Rocketbooks here, and I think I had one that had multiple types of pages, and that like I didn't need most of the types. So I don't know. I'm so bad about. I want to be organized, but I don't know if it's I want to be organized or if I want to try new organization tactics. And then once I know how they work or I have them set up, they're no longer interesting. Is that weird? Oh, hold on. My son-in-law texted me. Oh, it just dropped off. Oh. Live streaming. Sorry, I missed you. All right. My grandpuppy is visiting now. All right. Confirmed as released the web from. That's a bummer. Paper and pen is a good tool for ADHD. Yeah, it is. I hate paper and pen too. I have so many different like bullet journal stuff and yeah. What kind of coffee today? Neil, I will tell you what kind of coffee it is, and let me slowly drink out of it again for effect. This is actually from Higher Grounds. This is a bag of coffee that was a gift from Lydia, the birthday girl today. It's the last of it, actually. I ground up the last of the beans today. It's their Coast varietal, and it is amazing. It's super good. So, yeah. Yeah, giving yourself permission to try different organization techniques versus sticking to it is a challenge. It is, right? And there's too many options out there. There's so many different things to do. Yeah, and I'm just not good at any of them. The best thing that I found so far, this is not an endorsement of doing it my way because my way is not a way at all, is first of all, I'm an iPhone user. You can judge me if you want, but it's a walled garden, but it is such a beautiful garden with beautiful walls. I just find myself using the reminder program a lot because it's like a shopping list and I can just tell my phone to add something to a shopping list, which is funny, by the way. Here, I'll show you what I mean. What makes it funny? So the name of our shopping list is shopping list, right? It makes sense. Share it with different family members. But hey Siri, add bread to the shopping list. Oh, she just typed it? Oh, you bugger. Oh, okay. My watch says it. What else do I need? I need something else. Oh, hey Siri, add creamer to the shopping list.
Okay, I added creamer to the shopping list.
The shopping list makes me laugh every time. So yeah, I use that, and I don't even have a good place for notes because I don't love the Apple Notes app, but a lot of people do. So maybe I could start using it. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, I tried Obsidian, and it was good. I liked the notion. I liked the idea. I didn't mind that you had to pay for it. You know, it was fine or whatever. But when I was editing my book in it, no matter which platform, I tried it on Windows, Linux, OS 10, and it did the same exact thing. It was a bug where I would scroll down a long ways into the markup stuff, and I started making changes towards the end of one of the chapters, and it would flip and go right to the top again. It did not take too many times of doing that before I'm like, you know what? Forget it. No way. So I stopped using Obsidian. And Scott, yeah, so I've used Joplin, I've used Trillium. I like Trillium a lot. Joplin, so Joplin is just an odd interface for me for some reason. And, you know, I even set up my own Joplin server. I sync locally to my own self-hosted Joplin sync server, and it works perfectly. It just, the interface always, it just feels weird. It does, I don't know, something about it. It feels weird to me. So yeah, I haven't used it. I do not have a Python course. So I learned some rudimentary Python for my day job, where I had to use Python to query some really complex APIs and store them in like a temporary database. I don't even remember what database I used. I might just still be using like JSON to a RAM drive instead of using a proper like Redis database or something. But I learned enough to get through. But I'm not a developer. I'm a hack at best. I can be a good hack, an effective hack, not hacker, but just a hack. I can make code solve problems for me, but not to the point of teaching it well. So no, I don't have a Python course. Sorry about that. I've been having putting temporary notes on the back of printed pages. Oh yeah, a bunch of papers with loose legal signs paper everywhere. Yeah, I'm just bad about stuff. I hate that I have lists everywhere. I think that my phone is going to have to be the central like clearinghouse for everything because I always have it with me. And I never remember to bring anything else with me all the time. So I think that's going to probably have to be it. The scroll bug was horrible. Oh my gosh, it made me outright angry. I'll be honest, it was so annoying because it's a commercial product, right? And oh yeah, it was really bad. Yeah, the Rocket Book is cool. And there's a lot of different types. Oh, I'll pop this up in the thing. There's a lot of different types of pages. Like there's planner pages, and then there's like just dot pages, and there's lined pages. And yeah, you can erase them, or some of the books are designed to be microwaved because the Fusion ink disappears when it gets hot. So when you erase it, it erases because the friction causes heat. So heat will make the pages go away. But what's nice about the Rocket Book is you actually take pictures like with your phone, and it stores it in like a database, or it turns it into like PDF. So you actually have the pages, even if you go through and erase the book and reuse it. And the pages themselves are very thick and plastic coated, so they're tough. You know, they're not gonna wear out really easily. So yeah, Rocketbook again. I like Rocketbooks. I just never carry things around. I don't even know where it is. I thought it was sitting here on the desk. I have two different sizes, and they're both not here. So yeah. What about a course on being a good hack? Yeah, that's, you know what? That's a story of my life. Oh yeah. Basically all the programming I've learned has been just out of a necessity to accomplish a task. You know, it's basically troubleshooting with code. I learned PHP. I mean, I wrote several now. I've written several different PHP programs. Usually it's PHP with a combination of Bash. Like if I know how to do something in Bash, I'll do it in Bash and then like pull it into PHP. I'm not a good coder. I'm an effective problem solver who sometimes uses code. Yeah, usually for me, if I need to learn to code something, it's because I have a problem I need to solve, and then I will use something like Python. The reason I use Python this in the only thing I've ever really done is I had to, what did I have to do that I couldn't use PHP for? It was, it was some of the math things that I needed to do were really difficult to do in PHP. And I don't even remember exactly what they were, but it was like, it's going to just be easier for me to do this in Python. And so, yes, I learned it in Python. And so now the Python script runs, and then the results are stored to a JSON file, and then that JSON file is read into PHP, which is the front end, which gets displayed to me. So, yeah. Yeah. Trello. A friend of mine uses Trello very, very, very much for like every aspect of her life. She was my manager at CBT Nuggets, and yeah, she lives and dies by Trello. I mean, her personal life, her work life, everything is like on Trello. So yeah, a lot of people love Trello, and I like. I mean, it's cool, and that's like one of my last jobs. We used Asana as like the job management thing, and Asana uses boards that are like Trello. You know, I think, what are those called? Is that what a Kanban thing is? Like those boards where like you have the little things. I don't know if that's Kanban or if Kanban is something else. But Asana uses something that looked like Trello to me. And yeah, they're cool. I don't know. I have a really difficult time being organized in that manner. You know, David, I did not. And the reason was only because I was just so angry, like not angry at the app. I was angry because I had done the same thing like 5 times, thinking it was something that I was doing wrong. And then I tried it on multiple platforms, and it was like, forget it. I'm so upset. And what I actually use now is I wish it was cross-platform, because I don't have, like, I have a couple old Mac laptops, and then I have like, I'm looking at it. You can't see it, but there's one of the screens here is a Mac Mini that I use for the Mac stuff I have. It's a program called Ulysses, and Ulysses is almost exactly like Obsidian, but it's Mac only. And you you have like a bunch of chapters, like in a folder. If you have a bunch of notes, which for me it's chapters, you can edit them individually, rearrange them, drag them and drop them around where you want. And then you can compile that folder into a single document that can then be converted directly into a book, which is really sweet. So Ulysses is the program that I use right now. I did try to use Scrivener, but Scrivener is a little too complicated for me. It did more than I needed it to the point where it got confusing trying to format the output. So anyway, yeah, this has really been a off the wall kind of live stream. It's Saturday though, right? We all have the day off. Yeah, AI is interesting. You know, I've been playing with AI. I mean, I'm not like doom and gloom about AI. I'm also not like, oh, AI is so amazing. I think that it will have both positive and negative effects on things. But like, I've been playing with like Midjourney to make like the thumbnail for this video. It was all done with Midjourney, just me having fun, you know. But yeah, AI is going to be interesting. I've seen some of the things where like say, hey, write some code to exploit something, and like it does. That's like freaky. It's like a whole new generation of script kiddies. It's going to be like AI kiddies or something. Kanban. Okay, I thought that's what it was. Kanban was the name of that type of stuff. So yes, Neil, I have jailbroken iPhones a lot. However, it is, from what I can tell, it has not been possible to jailbreak an iPhone for many iPhone generations. It's kind of fallen out of fashion. In fact, the last time I jailbroke an iPhone, it was so I could install this program that allowed you to use iMessages on a web browser. And the Cydia store that was inside jailbroken iPhones didn't even have stuff anymore. So it's kind of like an abandoned thing. It's just not, people just don't do it anymore. So I've done it in the past, but there's not a motivation now because there's nothing really available for the iPhone if you do jailbreak it. So yeah, it's it's sad because that used to be the way that you had to do all sorts of stuff. And now, I mean, that was the one thing that I wanted to jailbreak it for. And now you can use a Matrix server and use an iMessage bridge. So I can actually send iMessages from my Windows computer or from a mobile app by using a Matrix server. So yeah, it's actually really cool. Use both ChatGPT and Bard to help me with syntax issues. That's cool. And I think that's a perfect use case, right? Just to help, especially to help with syntax or like, yeah, trying to get something to work right. Yeah. I think it's going to have both positive and negative effects. And yeah, Cydia does feel neglected. There was like the program I was looking for, like wasn't like, it was like you could pay for it, but there was nothing to download or something. It was really a bizarre situation. I hacked a Samsung tablet with Postmark OS. Oh yeah. And I mean, Android, I haven't done anything with Android for it, but I used to always install, was it Cyanogen mod? That feels right. Cyanogen mod or Cyanogen. Maybe it's just Cyanogen. The Android OS that you could put on phones and it was like fully open. I put that on most of my phones back when I had Android phones regularly. The first time I didn't do that was with my Google Pixel. That was the first phone I didn't format and install Cyanogen on it. It is. David, you are absolutely right. Matrix server is what Beeper uses in the back end. And in fact, I set it up because I was on the waiting list for Beeper for over a year. And I set up I set up my own Matrix server, and I was using Element, as the client. And I had not gotten to the point of setting up the iMessage bridge, but I set up the Discord bridge and the Signal bridge and all those bridges, and they worked. It was kind of kludgy though, and the Element client was not great when it came to interacting with bridges. That's the thing that Beeper really brings to the party. One, they have shared the source with all of their bridges, which is amazing. The Beeper team has done so much with Matrix bridges for bridging different chat platforms. But I finally got Beeper. That's, I don't know, a few weeks ago, my ticket came up. And so, but their app is amazing. Their app makes chatting with with that Matrix server in the background really, really useful and pretty, works really, really well. So yeah, Beeper, they did a great job, but they do release all their stuff. Yeah, it's amazing. Cyanogen mod. Okay, I didn't remember if mod was part of the word or not. Cyanogen mod was a thing. That was the last real push for Android. And usually when I did stuff for Android, a lot of it was for Linux Journal articles, right? I'd write 6 every month. I did 6 pieces in the in Linux Journal, and one of them was it Android Candy? Is that what we called it? I don't know if anybody Linux journalers remember. I think it was Android Candy that we called it, just an upfront piece. But anyway, so yeah, I would play with Android devices all the time to come up with something to write about for the Android Candy article every month. Man, we're getting close to out of time. I'm so sorry. This is fun. If you haven't gotten your signed up for your free stickers and you want some, I mean, even internationally, I have international stamps, so I will send them. If you haven't signed up, hopefully that form worked. It was a pretty simple form. And I will try to get those mailed out this week. I also have to get stuff mailed out for new Patreon supporters. I don't see any of the brand new Patreon supporters in the chat. You might be lurking. If so, I still have to mail stuff out. I always forget that I'll end with this. When I set up the Patreon support levels, I never in a million years thought anybody would do anything but maybe the lowest tier. And so I set up things for the higher tiers, and then people signed up for them. I'm like, oh yeah, there's like stuff to send out now. So I'm really bad about that. I am, if you're lurking, I am so sorry. I will get stuff out. Thankfully, Patreon keeps a list of things that hey, Sean, guess what you didn't do yet? And so yeah, I'll send stuff out. But anyway, Mason is back for the last 2 minutes. Mason, fill out that form. The form is still live. Click on or scan that QR code, or go to snar.co/free stickers, and you can get your stickers. And I do international, so yeah, make sure to get that out. Did I miss any other question? Let's see. HP touchpad. Oh, I didn't ever have that. Rubbing the WebOS. Oh, WebOS. I remember that. That's been a while. Oh, running. Okay. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I had forgotten. I have to get my oil. I'm going to make a note right now in my reminder app. Reminder app. Today. New reminder. Oil change. Find a place that changes oil on Saturday too. That's no, not in deep dives. It's not. No. Why? No. Why did it put it there? It doesn't go in that. Deep dives is a. No, not in that list. The inbox. There we go. Thank you for that reminder. I appreciate it. All right, it's time to be done. Did I miss anything else? Let's see. Managed to connect online after the drive, watching on my phone only. Oh, all right. Well, message me, Mason. We'll get it figured out. I'm sorry, oil changes can be hard to come by. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit worried about that, and I don't have a place to change it myself. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I can't drive all that way without an oil change. Maybe I could do it first thing in the morning, like on my way out of town. We'll figure that out. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in on a Saturday. This is fun. I forgot to mention it, so I'll mention it briefly, and then I'll follow up somewhere else. I'm going to have a friend of mine, Kyle Rankin. We're going to do like an interview / catch-up chat thing on camera where we talk about, one, he has a new book coming out, but also I want to pick his brain about writing a book and the whole publishing process and stuff. I'll put out a questionnaire. Like if you have questions for Kyle Rankin, who is much smarter than me in things Linux and has written lots of books and is now writing books and publishing on his own. If you have any questions that you'd like me to ask during that, I'll put out a form so you can send me those questions. And I think what's going to happen, so next week is a normal week, live stream on Sunday. The week after that is when I'm gone with my wife for our first vacation since 2019. And I'm probably going to premiere that talk with Kyle during the live stream time. So that's my plan. And now y'all know, and it's already past time. So I'm gonna hang up. But yeah, I'll be in touch with everybody to see if you have questions for Kyle. It's gonna be a fun talk. I'm looking forward to it. And on that note, have a lovely Saturday and enjoy a Sunday tomorrow. I mean, there won't be a live stream, but you can still have a great day. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody, and I will see you later. I want to keep talking, but it's got to end. Every good thing has to come to an end. And also live streams. Talk to you later. Oh, it's a 2-click thing. I made it awkward.